I know a lot of people across the world, they own computers. A lot of people go out, they buy computers from retail stores, Best Buy, Walmart, Radio Shack, wherever you may find them, and they come on with this device here. It's a home PC. A lot of people don't actually know what goes on inside of a PC or the equipment that turns and churns inside the PC to give you everything you need in your daily ventures. Okay. One of the main components of a computer is the computer hard drive. It stores all of the information that you have in your computer. Everything that you have in your computer that's saved, it saves to this device, your hard drive. Okay? So I'm pretty sure everybody at home owns PCs, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to install this hard drive. I'm pretty much going to show you just how to install a simple hard drive. Consider this the brain of the PC. What you're actually going to need is the physical hard drive itself. Okay? The tower, of course, that contains everything you have in it. And just a simple bracket to hold your motherboard. Your hard drive. You don't necessarily need the motherboard of the PC, which is the biggest part, because that's not what's going to hold your hard drive. It's this bracket here, this big square piece. It's just a 3.5-inch slot. So you have your hard drive, you have your two bracket pieces. These pieces are going to sit on the edges of the hard drive to hold the hard drive into the bracket down here on the bottom. You're also going to need this is what we call a SATA cable. They normally come in red. This transfers all your information that you process in your computer to that device here, your hard drive. So you're going to need your SATA cable, and you're also going to need your SATA power. This cable is your power cable. This is what powers your hard drive. This is what turns your hard drive on. Okay? So this is simply how you install a hard drive. You want to take your two bracket pieces, okay? The skinny tip is the front part of your bracket piece, okay? You want the skinny part facing forward. If you notice on the back of the hard drive, you have ports. I'm going to explain what these are used for later. You want the skinny part of the bracket facing forward. So it's going to go this way. You actually have a little slot on the bottom that's going to rest on the bottom of the hard drive. So you're going to place that on that end. You're going to do the same thing with the second piece. You want to place the skinny end towards the front of the hard drive. Now this install is going to be a little easier because this is actually a toolless case. You don't need any screwdrivers, anything to install a hard drive. Once you have these installed, you simply find an empty spot in the rack, and you slide it in until it snaps. It'll snap on the edges. And to pull it out, you just pinch the ends, pull it back out. Okay? From there, once you make sure this is stable, before you grab this cable and plug it into the hard drive, you want to make sure you ground yourself, because as you walk on carpets, you're going to generate some static. So you just want to touch the inside of the case so you can ground yourself. Once you're grounded, you want to grab the tip of the cable, and you want to plug it into the smaller slotted space. If you notice, there's a small slot in the front of this cable. And so you want to plug it into the SATA port. That's also going to snap in. Once you get that plugged in, you want to get your SATA power. You want to plug this. The SATA power looks exactly the way the SATA data cable looks. The exact same, except this one's just longer. You want to take this one, and you want to plug it into the end. And that's also going to snap in. Simple as that. Make sure it's secure. You can jiggle a little bit to make sure it's secure, and that's it. And I'm going to run over the process really brief once again. All right. Once you have your hard drive in place, the easiest way to do it actually is to have the ports facing you. Have the ports facing you. You want to take the skinny end of the bracket. There's actually holes on the side of the hard drive. I'm sorry, I forgot to explain that. You actually have holes in the side of the hard drive. Normally, screws will go in there when you have a tower that's going to use tools instead of a tool like this one. This has little holes or little protrusions on the side. You want to plug that into the holes. That pretty much guides how you're going to plug it in. Plug it into both sides, and you want to slide it into the bracket. It'll snap in. You want to make sure you ground yourself really quick. After you ground yourself, you want to plug in your SATA cable. That's going to be for your data. I'm sorry, I think I got it backwards. There we go. plug in your SATA power. So it's as simple as that. So if you ever had any question as to what's holding all of the information in the PC, it's just your hard drive. This little device holds all the information you have. So I'm Devin Derrickson, and that concludes my speech. Thank you.